Mike, many congratulations. A podium when you came through the finish at 5. I don't believe you knew that you had finished as high as you had.
No, and then we saw the board and we thought we'd got second, and it was nip and tuck with Chris, but we'd certainly given it a real try in the last stage, so there wasn't much left. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the car was like, but you certainly looked wrung out at the end of that stage 5.
Yeah, we'd certainly been giving it everything, and we had a sensor problem, so we didn't. The front diff wasn't working properly, which was giving us low traction and made it pretty hard work.
Now, talking of the car, in a sense, you were actually lucky to be even taking part today. Tell us the backstory to all of that.
Yeah, we did the PR day for AR Crabe, and just after all the guests had left, we broke the main shaft in the gearbox, which actually came out the casing, so it was a bit of a mess to fix. AMS had some parts down in Cumbria though, but we needed to get them up, and Barry Groundwater lent us his shed, so we got stuck into taking it apart, finding out what was wrong with it, and the guys nipped the parts across, met a AR Crabe wagon on the M6, came up overnight into Dave Weston's yard, and Dave Weston guys ran it over to Barry's, and we rebuilt the gearbox, put it together, and made scrutineering for 5 o'clock last night.
So quite a journey to get here. And then, of course, today, what were the stages like?
Yeah, then we were obviously fired up for a good result and new car. I think it was a bit disappointing to have a spin early on in stage 1, and but it was just one of those learning the car type errors, and certainly at that point we'd have definitely taken third. But
I think you lost maybe 20 seconds there. I mean, there was only a second between you and Chris, so it was nip and tuck all the way.
Yeah, it was definitely, and the stages after that, when we just realised how close it was going to be. We were trying hard, and the times were just 1 or 2 seconds either way. So, and then stage 4, we were going to have a big push on, but it was so rough that we just had to save it all for the last stage and have a big go. But not quite enough. But it was good. Still a big achievement to get on the podium. So we'll be thrilled a bit later.
How far along the line of knowing this car do you feel you are now?
Certainly getting on top of it now. Certainly that last stage was getting there to its potential, but there's some bits and pieces to do yet, and obviously we had the sensor problem, so it's encouraging that there's still more time to come, definitely. And
are you set well for the Clark, do you think?
Yeah, it's a hard one, having one tarmac event a year and a new car, and having just started to find the right direction to go on the gravel. It'll be all new again on the tarmac, but that's what the enjoyment is, another challenge.
Well, many congratulations today, third at the Granite City Rally.
Thank you very much.
So Chris, well done. Congratulations on your first SRC podium.
Yeah, thanks very much. It's been a cracking day, and the home event obviously makes it all the more sweeter for me. So,
when you crossed the line in the final stage, you thought you were third, and you were absolutely ecstatic about that. How do you feel about being second?
I'm still coming to terms with it, to be honest. It's as I say, it's a day when it's all went well for me. Rode a luck a couple of times in some of the stages. Lost a little bit of time in the last 2 stages as well with some wide moves and on the corners and stuff. So yeah, just thought I might have dropped down a couple of places, because I knew it was so tight. But yeah, to find out we're second is unbelievable.
It was very tight throughout the whole event. I mean, seconds here, seconds there. How much did that spur you on, the fact that it was tight and you could maybe push and get that podium position?
Yeah, I think going into service after the morning stages, I was sort of ahead of that pack. I was slightly ahead. Quinton was obviously 6 seconds in front, and then Jock and David were that little bit further ahead. So I had a little bit of a lead on the guys behind me, in the pack behind me. So I knew I had a little bit of a cushion, but again, it shows that the top 10, 15 drivers in some of these events, it's just so tough competition. It's really good.
Looking at your car, it's not top spec. It's a bit of older spec. Yeah. For me, makes the performance even more remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, I think my in-car will probably show that I'm pushing it to its limits. But you just try and go as fast as I can, and the car needs a little bit of work now. It's an old car. It's taken a bit of a beating today. So we just need to try and keep on top of that. And as long as the mechanicals are good, that's what I'm worried about. So.
You've been knocking on the door for a while. You've been putting in some good, consistent performances. Did you really believe that this was possible?
I mean, second overall is a big shock, but pushing towards the top 5, I've always been there or thereabouts, and I knew that if everything went well on the day, that I could be, pushing top 5, nipping at the heels of maybe a podium. So it really is really good to be here today.
Obviously, it's not done your season any harm at all. Good points. How much of a platform can you make that for the rest of the season? Yeah,
I mean, second event of the SRC this year, and I don't know where I'm sitting, probably top 5. So it's my best start to the SRC. And yeah, I think it's going to, hopefully it'll spur me on to the Jim Clark, and I take each event as it comes, in the budget. That's the key. So, a big accident, I've got to always have that in the back of my mind as well. But I want to do the whole championship, so just fingers crossed.
That's not a big accident in the back of your mind, Chris.
No. I think my past record, I think it's always in the back of my mind. But no, it's as I say, it really is one event at a time, and to try and keep around the top 5 in every event, I know that's going to stand me in good stead at the end of the season.
Well, congratulations today. Second place in the Granite City Rally. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
David, back to it with a win.
Yeah, it's great to be back on top after a very difficult Border Counties rally. We're here to get a good result, and as I say, the day went very well, and just very happy to reward the guys from Cage Max who sponsored me this year. To reward them with a win as early on in the year makes us all very happy, so good.
What did you make of the stages as you went through them? Yeah,
they were class. Came out the first stage and felt very comfortable, so we just pushed on from there. So no real issues, had a stall on stage 4 and the car fired up very quickly, so we were quite lucky that way. But other than that, no problems. Felt I drove pretty well today, so aye, very happy.
How delighted are you that you've actually got to grips with this new car as quickly as you seem to?
Yeah, good. It's just really been limited time, and obviously in difficult conditions in the border we couldn't really show its full potential. So Yeah, we came here, you know, very determined to get a good result, and yeah, just happy to do that.
And a word for the runner-up today, Chris Collie, an amazing performance from him.
Yeah, massively. Well done to Chris. I said to him at the end, I'm probably more happy for him than I am myself. So, you know, I had a very good time in the last stage, and to get onto the podium and finish second, it's massive congratulations.
The win today, obviously, I think puts you 1 point ahead in the championship again, on course for a fifth successive Drivers' Championship. How now do you use that as a platform for the rest of the season?
Yeah, we've just got to build from here. I think there is certainly more pace left. It was made easier by obviously Ewan's retirement today in the first stage, and Jock's retirement towards the end. So that's not what we like to see. You know, I'd rather we were all there battling and the fastest man winning. So when we go to the Jim Clark, hopefully we'll all get a good clean run, and as I say, let the fastest man win.
I take it you'll be using this car at the Clark?
It's looking that way. We'll need to get it back onto obviously the tarmac setup and do a little bit of testing beforehand. But yeah, that's the plan, to use that. And as I say, hopefully we can keep on top.
Congratulations, well done.
Grand, thank you.